sorry I can't stay with you, Audie, but Bill will fill you in on anything you want to know.
Hey, there you are. This is a great time to drop by. I was just watching some old classics starring Audie Murphy. As I'm sure you know, before First Lieutenant Audie Murphy became a beloved actor, he was the most decorated and well-known soldier of World War II. That's why this week we'll be sharing with you one of the most inspiring stories of duty, honor, and courage that we know of. The story of Audie Murphy. Enjoy.
The Japanese attack Pearl Harbor, 1941. Enter Audie Leon Murphy, seething with anger over the blatant cowardice of the surprise attack, vowed to protect his homeland. Standing true to that vow, he enlisted in the U.S. Army, where he would become one of the most well-known heroes of World War II. One such heroic event that earned Audie the Medal of Honor took place in January of 1945. After taking command of Company B, 1st Battalion, 15th Infantry, 3rd Infantry Division, Murphy and his men were making their way through Histury, France. They stood watch while the engineers completed a much-needed bridge over the Ill River, when the Germans launched a massive assault with the force of 128 men and 6 tanks. The small U.S. force attempted to counter the attack with 3 M10 tank destroyers. 2 of the M10s were immediately abandoned when one was hit with enemy fire and lit aflame, and the other became bogged down. Finally catching sight of the enemy's large numbers, Murphy knew there was no way a small group would be effective at those odds. He ordered his men to withdraw. Murphy then stayed behind with his M1 carbine and a telephone to direct artillery fire and report the action. As the Germans drew near, Murphy was taking a tremendous volume of fire from heavy machine guns, rifles, and pistols. He knew his retreating troop would have no chance of escape unless he did something, so he scooped up the telephone and ran to the smoldering remains of the M10 tank destroyer that had caught fire. There, he not only continued directing troops, but opened up on the advancing Germans from atop the burning M10 with its 50 caliber machine gun. Artillery fire rained down upon him as he wiped out an entire enemy squad who had come within mere yards of his position. Murphy fought there for over an hour atop the smoldering M10, firing the 50 cal in all directions and holding the enemy from taking precious ground. He was finally forced to abandon the position only when he ran out of ammunition. As he walked away from the M10, without looking back, he heard it explode behind him. He then located his men and, remarkably, while having received serious wounds, directed another counterattack. He continued fighting for half a day before he collapsed from loss of blood and was rushed to a field hospital. A short time later, he was finally ordered off the lines and was on leave when Germany officially surrendered May 7, 1945. When asked by a reporter later in life why he climbed that burning tank to single-handedly hold off an entire company of Germans for an hour, he simply said, "They were killing my friends." Audie Murphy would become one of the most well-known soldiers of all time and most decorated American combat soldiers of World War II. For the incredible actions Murphy performed during combat, he received every military combat award for valor available from the U.S. Army, as well as French and Belgian awards for heroism. We here at USAMM pay the utmost respect and tribute to this true American hero.